Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 7th of December. So starting off looking at the euro dollar as normal, and you can see the chop is continuing. We did have a rally yesterday and it pulled back. Every time we seem to get anything going, it goes not particularly anywhere. These markets can just, I reckon, they're going to be range bound for a while, but we'll see. But it certainly looks like more of the same. Looking at this 4 hourly, it's you see week after week of this sort of quite tight ranges with the occasional bit of news coming out there and doing something, but that's the way it is at the moment. It's given us opportunities at times to trade. Where to today? Well, at the moment, the way it's sitting, it would look like it's got the potential to push up towards probably that midi area there at 13.95 if it continues to the upside. Maybe even break towards the daily 50 there, which would be about 14.19 if I'm right. So just a look across there. Yeah, it's not going to be too far off. 14.19 might be a little bit less, but pushing, maybe even pushing up towards that area. So that's the upside potential. Which way is it going to go is anyone's guess. Literally, I'm just looking. There's of course non-farm payrolls out later on, so it could just be one of those days it doesn't do too much at all. If it doesn't do it this morning, it'll do it this afternoon, but pretty choppily. Okay, a pound. It's not too different in a sense. It's inside day. Previous day, yesterday, just pitched out of that inside area. But not really going too far. Lots of Brexit is all we hear, so I might as well say it. There you are, Brexit. Which way? At the moment, it looks like it could a bit like the euro pitch up from here towards the sort of you get back into yesterday's highs, maybe into the R1 if it got any legs with it. If it breaks the hourly 50, I'd be more tempted to be shorting it, and I'd prefer that, to be fair, down to the S1, maybe even further. But for now, it went beyond where I expected yesterday and pushed up for quite some time. So we may do the same today. We'll see if it can hold on to where it is and start pushing up. There are no FMC speakers today until 5 o'clock when we've got Brainard speaking. So we'll be done and dusted by that stage, I should imagine. So key things there for both Canada and the US today is the non-farms unemployment data and, more importantly, average earnings. Right, what else have we got? Let's have a look then. Dollar yen. Well, yesterday pitched down, carried on its route down, hit the daily 100 there through its S1. Looks to me like at the moment from this pattern it may just do a little bit more. We'll see. It found support. Sorry, I'll come back to that. It found some support around that trend line. It just pitched through it a little bit, but the 100 held it. At the moment, with lower highs, lower lows, it really does look like we could see a continuation. So if it breaks through the 34 there, maybe we'll see a continuation towards yesterday's lows, maybe even further down towards the S1. And next, Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar continued its route down yesterday, whilst most markets there were a bit more positive. It managed to recover some in the afternoon, but overall looking uncomfortable. And this sort of bear flag just sort of that we've seen in here looks like we could even see a bit of continuation. If it manages to put a high low in here, well, we could be pitching up. There will be actually it's straight into its daily pivot already. It's done that, but will be targets above. There's it's looking a bit ugly now. It's like inverted yen in a sense. Maybe if we push above that 60.50, we could be targeting then towards the 200, maybe a bit more. But messy old times. And Canadian dollar. All right. So I mentioned it yesterday. Canadian dollar pitched on through even further. Actually, it's on this weekly bar. It's still pushing up there at the moment. Bit of a shooting star in the end yesterday. Is that it? Well, there's still potential for further upside for it. There are OPEC meetings, I believe, still continuing. Bit of divergence around the highs-ish. Well, if it starts breaking down, there's a sort of near-term support would be sort of into the 21s, etc. It's not. It's sitting right bang on its daily pivot at the moment and looking awful from an hourly point of view. Maybe supporting the 50. If it breaks the 50, then look to see if it will sell off further. But I think with non-farms coming out or employment data coming out later, again, it could be one of those that just chops around a bit for this morning. Okay, so that's pretty much summed it up today. Chop. We may get something out this morning, otherwise I think we've got to wait for non-farms and may get some continuation moves thereafter. Have a great day. Bye for now.